On this movie, I'd like to cover some basic introductory information, and that's going to be one of the first things that you will want to start to apply to your images is going to be the optics settings. So once again, this is going to be with all the panels closed here. I'm going to expand optics. Note that once again this is highlighted, so it's going to tell me that I've got a change applied in here. I want to note that this is going to be the chromatic aberration. So depending upon the lens that you're using, you'll want to select this. Less expensive lenses do have a chromatic aberration to them, and depending upon those lenses, you'll want to correct for that. So now we'll go down here, and I'm going to go ahead and select the Use Profile Corrections. And what you're going to notice is it applies the correction for the lens that I'm using here. I'm using a 20mm lens on my camera, and it's fairly wide. Let me turn that off again. You're going to notice a subtle amount of distortion there. And so these lens corrections are designed by the lens manufacturers to represent the best quality of the optics. I'll just go ahead and leave all these different settings in here. You know, further along, if you decide that you want to apply vignetting, vignetting is lightening or darkening around the edge. So with this particular image, since it's already framed nicely with the cave here, I'd like to note that that's not something I'll go ahead and do. I'll go ahead and just leave both of those set as is. I'll go ahead and close this window. Once again, when you see an arrow like this, there's going to be more changes available, much like when we go through our different palettes and you see a ... in the bridge application. That means that you have more options available to you. So I just want to go ahead and check that. Let's go ahead and look at the fringe. And once again, depending upon the lens manufacturer, you may want to check this. Notice if there's any changes. Primarily, I just want you to focus on the remove chromatic aberration and use profile correction. It'll make a minor but important change to the overall image quality.